now we are going for the dynamics. So in the drums, we have a very little dynamics and it is a perfect dynamics. Like a basic, these are the basic dynamics what I have written on the board. These are the basic dynamics like I have intended to explain it to you. So okay, so we are coming for the first dynamics, P. P is called as piano, means soft. When we, like dynamics is basically the frequency of our hitting, like how forcefully we hit on the drums. So that's called as a dynamics. The dynamics created like how force we are hitting on the drums. So when we playing a P, when we playing a dynamics in a P, we have to make it softer. The force of our hands should be softer and controlled. Okay, and the next dynamics, it's MP. MP means mezzo piano, means it's moderately soft. It is like a moderate than the soft. Okay, it's not too soft. It is soft. Okay, and MF. MF means mezzo forte, means moderate. The force of our hands will be normal, like how we playing normally. So it's no moderate. So when the dynamics comes like MF, we have to play normally in our own force. Okay. Yeah. Now the forte. Forte means loud. So the force of the hands will be increased now. So we have to make it loud. Okay. F means forte. FF means fortissimo, means very loud. So the force, as you know, we have to increase the force, the intensity of our hands. So that is FF. And triple F, fortissimo, means very, very louder. It is triple louder than the F. It has to be very louder. And this is a very good dynamics like this too, crescendo and decrescendo. Like what does it means like when we are doing, we have to gradually increase the intensity, and for the decrescendo we have to gradually decrease the intensity of our hands. Like as we tell our name in a crescendo and decrescendo, so if I tell my name in crescendo, it comes like Akash. So for the decrescendo, it comes like Akash. So it comes down. So it gradually decrease and gradually increase. Okay. So now I'm going to teach you about a basic groove. Like you know the difference between the groove and fill as I have explained you before. So the groove, we consider, you know what is this? So these are the four hi-hats, means crotchet hi-hats. So we are teaching in 4 by 4. The time signature is 4 by 4. So there are 4 crotchet hi-hats. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is the first step. So when we are doing on the drums, we have to play only the hi-hat like 1, 2, 3, 4 in a crotchet speed. Whichever speed if you want, you can take it. The BPM is not so like you have to play in this speed or that speed. So I suggest you when you're starting in slowly, you have to start in very 60. So this is the basic speed. So just start in a slower speed and try to get the accents properly, like how you're doing the intensity. Just make it properly, hit it normally, like 1, 2, 3, 4, the 4 counts. Yeah, now we are going for the step 2. The step 2, we are going to add the same hi-hat for the same 4 counts. We are going to add one bass on the first count of the notations. We are going to add the bass on the first count. So like 1, 2, 3, 4. Bass, 2, 3, 4. The hi-hat remains same. The hi-hat should keep on going in the same way. Only for the first count, we are going to add a bass like bass, 2, 3, 4. Bass, 2, 3, 4. And the third step for the drums notation, like a simple groove. For the simple groove, the third step is adding the high snare on the third count. Can you see on the board? The bass is coming on the first count, and the snare, this is the snare which comes on the second space. So this is a snare. The snare is coming on the third space. So on the second space, sorry, on the second space. So on third note, the snare is coming. So it comes like 1 hi-hat, snare, hi-hat, bass, hi-hat, snare, hi-hat. Why I'm not telling the hi-hat with the bass is we cannot tell it together. So it is considered like the hi-hat should come on the times compulsory. Wherever, whatever you play, just keep your hi-hat constant. Just keep repeating the same thing. On the first count and the third count, try to add the bass and hi-hat.